Hey guys, Shane here with One Shift at a Time. How you doing? We're going to recreate one of my most popular videos. It's currently my most popular video is me ranking the NHL arenas. So I figured let's give this the old NFL treatment here. So in last place, and they should be kind of used to it, we do have number 29, the Detroit Lions and Ford Field. I don't want to dwell on the low ones, as I think all the stadiums in the NFL are amazing. This one I thought looked like an old warehouse, and actually when I looked it up and was doing some research, it is a converted old warehouse, and it has some cool features. I don't want to brag on it, but that one may be an interior video that we can discuss at another time. It's going to be last. Number 28, we have the Arizona Cardinals, and this State Farm Stadium. This one's not even that old, but I don't know. I don't really like it. It kind of looks like a UFO. I don't know. The most redeeming feature is that Cardinals head out in the front where it looks like they enter. Number 27, we got home of the Tennessee Titans. We have Nissan Stadiums. I honestly like the color scheme. I think this stadium is pretty good. I just don't really like the parking structures. They look like scaffolding, and it almost makes the building look incomplete. I know, I'm nitpicking, but as I said, they're all really good stadiums, so that's the way it is. Number 26, TIAA Bank Field, which hosts the Jacksonville Jaguars. Again, I have a hard time really finding any fault with them, honestly. It's just nothing special, and that's really not good enough in a list of these stadiums because it doesn't have this standout feature. But again, nothing wrong with it. Great stadium. Number 25, we have the Eagles Nest, Lincoln Financial Field. And their logo is in the seats. I mean, that looks good, but again, other than that, it's fairly standard stadium. Nothing too special about it. So again, don't want to brag. I don't want to, take the piss out of these lower teams here. So I'm just going to move along pretty quickly. Number 24, we have the Bengals, the Den there, Paul Brown Stadium, and I kind of like the way it sweeps down across the front there. It's got those huge, looks like shade craters up on the top of the stadium, and it kind of looks like a football, which I give a lot of points to a lot of stadiums in this for, so good on it. Then we have number 23, Levi Stadium, and that's of course home to the San Francisco 49ers, and it gets in because the scoreboards are so visible. Like, look at them, they're pretty big. It's the first one where you can see the scoreboards from the aerial view. That's cool. Color scheme, it's red. I don't like how it's got three of the sides are the same and one's different. So that's going to be the knock on it. Number 22, we got the home of the Tennessee Titans. The Tennessee Titans. We already did them. The home of the Texans, the Houston Texans, NRG Stadium, and it's got a different look. I kind of appreciate that. I don't even know. It kind of looks almost like a movie theater to me. Kind of different, but it's got those sides that make it look like football. Football from the above. So again, I like that. Gets points for that. Good stadium. Number 21, Raymond James Stadiums, and that's of course home to the Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Again, nothing special. Oh wait, there's a pirate ship in this one, and you can see it from the aerial view. That sets it apart. That's the special thing that gets it above some of those other stadiums. Even though again, it's kind of boring. Other than that, but hey, it's a good looking stadium. Alright, and then number 20, we got another nest, and this one's for the Baltimore Ravens. M&T Stadium. I love the brickwork and the contrasting glass at the entrances there. I think that looks really sharp. But other than that, I mean, it stands out because it's nice and clean. It gets it above a couple other stadiums, but nothing too special. Number 19, we got Heinz Field, and that, of course, is home to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I like the pillars out front. They probably like parking garages, the shapes of them, the two circles there. You always see it on again, I don't like that there's only one scoreboard. I think that's the mark against this one is the one scoreboard. If you're sitting in front of it, you always have to turn around and look at it. It's kind of a deal breaker. Number 18, we have Gillette Stadium, which of course is the Patriots home barn there. I like the pillar and the bridge that they have at the entrance. I mean, that's where they seem to do all their interviews and stuff. It's a good look. Other than that, it's plain stadium. On the other side, you do have those banners that the rest of the league hates that they always show pretty much on every telecast. But yeah, it's a fine stadium. Nothing to write home about. Number 7, Highmark Stadium, and home of the Bills Mafia, the Buffalo Bills. Maybe. We'll see. There's been talk they're threatening because of this stadium to leave town. So that has to be mentioned. But other than that, we're going to ignore that because that may not be relevant shortly. It's got a huge logo. It's proud of its tenants. And they should be. They had a great season last year. And I mean, this one definitely looks like football. So good marks on that. Number 16, FedEx Field, home of the Washington Football Club. I do apologize, this is an older picture. It does have the old logo and name, but it's the best aerial picture I could find, so we're going to move on. I love the symmetry, the way it wraps around. It seems like all the seats at the same level would have exactly the same view. It gets high marks for the symmetry. It just looks so, I don't know, appealing. Pleasing. I'm not exactly sure what the word is, but I like symmetry. It makes me feel good. Number 15, we have the Dog Pound. That's First Energy Stadium, and that, of course, is home to the Cleveland Browns there. And they're doing much better lately as well. So they have been packing that stadium back up where it was empty for a long time. I love the background. I mean, sitting on the harbor with the water behind it, just beautiful. It's got nice glass. This one could have been so much higher if it had that roundness and symmetry that the other one did, but instead it's got that one side that's kind of just, I don't know, it doesn't do it for me the way the last one did, that's for sure. But because of the background, and this is an aerial view that we're doing the exteriors, I gave it a little bit of an edge. Number 14, this is where, man, I love all the rest. There's not a bad stadium from this point on. And honestly, there are no real flaws with any of the stadiums from this one. But number 14, Empower maybe the name on this one. Empower Field at Mile High, which of course is the stables for the Denver Broncos. I love everything here. This is just beautiful. I love the way it sweeps down in the front like waves. Again, along the top where the stands end, it's got that kind of that wave too. It's got the huge Denver Broncos logo, and man, the blue seating with the orange trim. It's a good look. It matches the team, and it's just a very good looking stadium. And all right, for number 13, we're back to New York, but this time it's MetLife Stadium, home of the New York Giants and the New York Jets. This is another one that is soothing in its symmetry. It's just beautiful. I worry about some of the seats and maybe the corner sections there where they meet, but otherwise it's just beautiful. I like the white and gray lines around the outside, the four screens. It's so beautiful. I really like this. As I said, they're all so nice after this. And number 12, we got Arrowhead Stadium, home of the Kansas City Chiefs. I love the circle thing on the sides, the silver down the front, the wave at the seating at the top. The oval scoreboard that is mimicking the logo at the front of the stadium. It's just done really well. I like it. Number 11, we have the Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Dolphins. They really went for it with this one. This was another renovation, and that roof, I think that's something you gotta see in real life to appreciate it. I have not seen it, but it just looks massive. The TV does it justice. Pictures don't. I couldn't find a picture that really does it justice, but it does look really cool. They did it at the Super Bowl a couple years back. Really nice stadium. I like the round glass at the front. Yeah, just cool stadium. Number 10. This is actually how a warehouse stadium should look, unlike the one we covered earlier. It is just Minneapolis. It is home to the Colts, and it is Lucas Oil Stadium. It is beautiful. I love the retractable roof, the way it goes down the sides there. I love the brickwork. It's just insane. The columns along the side. Way to get outside the box again, guys. It's just really well done, and I like that stadium. Number 9, Soldier Field. Maybe not the favorite with the players. I've heard they're not huge fans of it, and the renovation definitely cost a lot and went over budget. But it's a long time ago now. I do like that they kept the columns from the old stadium. I think that look is really good. They got lots of green spaces. Then we have number 8, and that is the legend. That is Lambeau Field, the frozen tundra of the Green Bay Packers. This is just, man, it's steeped in history, as well as being beautiful. I love the oval shape. And then it's got off to the side there, it's got the center. The symmetry again, the great pillars, the atrium off to the side there, just absolutely a gorgeous stadium, as they all are. Now that we're in the top 8, there's no bad ones. Number 7, we have the newly renamed Lumen Field in Seattle, home to, of course, the Seahawks. This thing's a beauty. I love the steel along the top, and that they have the lights aimed up at them that you know, they can change colors. I love the green. Sucker for that Seahawk green. I love this, that it's like a slit, and it's one of the first stadiums that was really designed to push the sound back down, and that's why they have such a loud stadium. I think they lost the record at this moment, but for a long time they had the records for the highest decibels. Just really cool. Of course, got to give points for the background too. The marina, the downtown core of Seattle, just pretty beautiful. And then number 6, we have this work of art known as Jerry's World. The AT&T Stadium in Dallas, home to the Cowboys. I love the arches with the retractable roof. I think this thing actually looks like a crazy 3D football if you look at it right, which I've been getting points for football shapes the whole time. That's just amazing. I like the sides, I like the lighting. It's truly a work of art. I have to say that. All of these are just insane arenas. The NFL really goes hard. Then we are number 5, another rebranded stadium. This one is done right, and that is the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, home to the Saints. The lighting just really took this already cool looking building and put it up another notch. Now obviously it's not going to look as cool during the day. I already like the Superdome anyway. I think it's a really cool shape. I know it's an older building, but I think they did it right, and now just the lighting has put it over the edge. It's insane. Number 4, we have the Atlanta Falcons, and their home, the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. This thing has one of the coolest retractable roofs I've ever seen on any building. And from the outside, do you know what this is? Is this an art museum? Is this an art gallery or a museum? Sorry. Just beautiful, and just inside that insane retractable roof, when it's open, you can see they got this massive 360-degree scoreboard, an envy of a lot of the players in the league, because you can see that thing from anywhere. Number 3, wow, in Minnesota they have this absolutely beautiful Viking ship, which is apropos as it holds the Minnesota Vikings, of course. And this thing is just, I don't know if any stadium has ever done this before, right? Where the whole design of the building is based behind the team. Let me know in the comments below. I'm sure there's other stadiums, and I'd love to hear about them. But this thing's awesome. I wish it did it justice in a still. It really, looking at it from multiple angles, which I hope to be able to do, it just shows how awesome this building is. And lastly, the 2 newest arenas, both with amazing features that I will go through. But number 2, SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, and that is home to the Rams and the Chargers. So that is 2 arenas that host 2 teams. I love the columns. The columns harken back to the old Inglewood Forum, which is actually just southeast of here. They're both within 3 miles of LAX. Very good location in Inglewood there. They have curves everywhere, and the logo in the picture that's up there right now on the top of the building, that is actually the shape of the building. So it's like a thrown football, or a football in motion, which is so cool. And we haven't even mentioned the fact that the whole top is an LCD screen it looks like it has really good picture too. I'll put a little bit of a video here. I don't want to get any strikes there, but that's going to leave us with number 1, and that is Allegiant Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders. That's going to happen, I'm sure. And this thing is gorgeous, and I will always be black and shiny. Because they do use an ETFE roof, which has a lot of different features, but one of them is that it's self-cleaning, so that's pretty sweet. Let's see, it has an 84-meter video screen facing the interstate and a huge sliding window. This thing can open, and it's just massive, and it faces the strip. And then right in the front where it opens, there's a massive torch for one of the old owners of the Raiders, and it's actually currently the largest 3D printed object in the world. That won't last long though, but it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful location. It gets high marks because of that. We've given location marks to other teams, and as I said, you can see the strip when the window opens, and there's lots of pictures like this. You can see it. It's just beautiful seeing the strip in the background. So I hope that's gonna bring us to the end of the video there. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you know the drill. Please like and subscribe, share this thing around. If this video does well enough, I will be doing an interior video. I also hope to do exteriors for the various other leagues. Some may be repeated because of course in some NFL and NBA teams and other leagues share arenas. So as always, we'll see you guys in the next episode.